I'm Tiffany McDaniel, author of Betty. I want to thank you all for this wonderful award. It's an incredible honor, and both me and my mother Betty send our love and appreciation for all the kind support from all of you French readers. I'm sorry I could not be there in person, but I am thrilled to be able to answer the following questions. A few words about myself. I love baking, crocheting, cats, and of course gardening. And for those of you who have read Betty, you would know that Papa Landon was a big lover of the environment and plants. My mother Betty raised me and my two sisters in gardens modeled after Papa Landon. So plants and gardening and animals and compassion for the earth has always been large parts of our lives. I wrote Betty to honor and celebrate the voices of my family members, especially the voices of the women in my family, and in particular the voice of my mother Betty. I also wrote Betty to honor and celebrate the voices of our Cherokee ancestors, bringing the past into the present and celebrating all of those who have come before us. Yes, my mother Betty did read the book all the way from the very first draft. She was a very active participant in the shaping of this story. I also conducted interviews with the living family members, Mom, Mama, Alka, my aunts and my uncles, to really be able to put their story and their experiences down on the page as authentically as I could. How I prefer to write is first I write it with pen and paper. I'm not very big on technology, and so later then I'll transfer it into the computer. I do like the association with nature when writing, and I do also write in the company of my two cats, Gran and Fielding. As far as my art in comparison to being a novelist, I've written since I was a child, and I would publish handmade books under an imprint named after my cat Sunshine at the time. And what I always did with those stories was I would illustrate them. So I've always found that adding that visual component adds another layer to the story and the characters, and for me it's a really important aspect of the journey. As far as upcoming projects, I'm currently editing On the Savage Side, which is a book inspired by the Chillicothe 6 murders out of Chillicothe, Ohio, a true crime case that started in 2014 in which women had started to disappear, and some were found murdered, some are still missing to this day. When I heard about the crime, I really wanted to explore the victims behind it, explore the women and their lives, and investigate a little more of who they were as opposed to how the crime had defined them. And so that book will be releasing through the US sometime next year, and I hope you all enjoy it as much. I want to thank you all so much again for this wonderful award. I'm thrilled to receive it. It's made the release of Betty that much more special to both me and my mother Betty. We will carry your warmth and love always with us, and we send you plenty more of it from Ohio.